Ever since the Ford Bronco Raptors came out, you guys have been asking us to build you one and give it away. Well, here it is. We built a badass Ford Bronco Raptor.
Welcome, ENR number 35. Check it out. This thing is sick, right?
Dude, I mean, it took Ford quite a while to revamp the Bronco platform. And man, I gotta say, they did it right with this one. And today, you guys, we're taking you on a full walk around here of our latest giveaway, ENR number 35, this badass Bronco right here.
Yeah, so some things you need to know. What is the dates of this giveaway? This giveaway is only 10 days long from start to finish.
10 days, you guys. Some of the shortest giveaways out in the country, man. and we're giving away a pretty badass Bronco in just 10 days. So that means you got 10 days to get entered. What are the dates, bro?
This Friday, May 24th through the following Sunday, June 2nd. Those are the dates that you can get in there to win this badass Bronco plus $50,000 on top.
Yeah, guys, we include 50 grand on top in order to cover your taxes, all those taxes that Uncle Sam is gonna be taking from you. But don't worry, 50 grand is more than enough to cover the taxes on this thing, the cash, and definitely have a lot more left over for you to do whatever you decide to do with at the end. We just throw that as an extra bonus to sweeten the deal here when it comes to winning. It shouldn't be a hassle when it comes to winning anything. You know, you should be something that's completely free and clear, and you know, give you some money to play with. So
yeah, that's right. You know what? This year, this is our 10th car giveaway.
Dude, that's insane.
This year,
that's insane.
In 6 months, well, June just beginning is gonna begin, and 10 cars already.
Dude, you guys, you know why that's so cool? It's really because we used to give away maybe 3 cars a year, 4 cars a year when we first started. So with us doing these short giveaways and doing that for the last few months here, weekly giveaways, one could say, 10 cars already, dude.
10 cars.
That means 10 different people in the last 6 months have been flying out here, filling up this whole wall right here, you know, of our past winners and, you know, changing their lives, man.
Not even 5 months, it's like 4 months, because January we moved into our new warehouse. That was an off month for us, and June's just beginning.
That's wild. You guys, so how would you feel if you got a call from us that you just won this Bronco and 50 grand? You know how Elliot felt? Dude, Elliot that just won the Jeep Wrangler, he flew out here about a week ago. Dude was stoked. He was on cloud 9. Oh man, that was an awesome friggin' thing we did for him, man. He's excited, man. So shout out to you, Elliot.
Yeah. All right, let's dig into this thing. So let's start with the year, mileage, and then we'll go into all the details, right?
So you guys are looking at a 2022 Ford Bronco Raptor. It's got about 7,000 miles on it, so just breaking in. And this thing is a Raptor edition, so it's not your standard Bronco. What that means is it's got those wide fender flares, it's got more power.
And crazy suspension.
Crazy Fox suspension, you guys, all the way around. I mean, this thing was built for the off-road, any terrain, it can handle any terrain that you throw at it, and it's dope, man. I freaking fell in love with this thing.
Yeah,
it's a fun car.
This is probably the best off-road vehicle out there in the market, hands down.
Seriously, driving it, you guys, it's kind of hard to portray how it drives because you kind of have to feel it, but the way it drives with that suspension, it's just sweet. And that's why I said when Ford revamped the Bronco series, they did not disappoint with this one at all.
It's got the twin turbo V6 engine in there.
And this thing moves, man.
It moves.
For how big it is, you guys, for how big this thing actually is, I thought it'd be a little bit more top heavy, you know. And surprisingly, it actually feels more like a go-kart when you're driving this thing.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, we bought this thing completely stocked, right? And this thing is not stock at all. We put quite a bit of money into it, designed it, and made it look absolutely unique. I mean, you won't find another Bronco Raptor out there that's like that. You know, here at ENR Force, we build cool stuff. We put a lot of work into them. Takes us about a month to build them, and then we give them away in a week. So the math isn't always adding up, but you know, this thing is freaking sick. We do it for you guys. So Let's talk about the wrap and the color, man.
Yeah, this, I think this color we picked on it just fits this Bronco super good. It's like a desert edition, you know, color. What is this color? Do you know the color?
Yeah, KPMF Satin Stealth Tundra. Satin Stealth Tundra, yep, that's the color. So it's got that sand hue to it. It's also it doesn't have a lot of that orange pop, but it's just got that desert hue to it. It looks really nice. It's satin.
Yeah, it looks modern and stuff too, and badass at the same time.
So you guys, we basically wrapped this whole thing, the body of it in Satin Stealth Tundra, and then we've also wrapped these fender flares in deep black matte wrap. So the reason we did that was to match the bumpers of this thing, because it's pretty much identical to the bumpers. So that's why we matched the fenders to the bumpers to give it that more of a rugged look. You know, it's obviously a rugged build. We want you to be able to go off-road in it. It's got those big meaty tires on it. So that's why we kept that aggressive, rugged look on it.
The Bronco is black underneath this wrap, just so you guys know.
Which is cool, right? Because people can take off the wrap and you got a pretty much kind of a murdered out look underneath this wrap, and taking it off is not really a big deal. A lot of the trim pieces here that you see, they're also smooth. It was original plastic, so they were smooth, and then they were painted. For example, like these little hooks right here, which I still don't know what exactly those do. So
is that to lift up the whole thing?
No,
max
it says
load 150 pounds.
Yeah, it says 450 pound capacity, so you ain't lifting nothing.
You ain't lifting that.
I'm kind of curious. I mean, I'm sure maybe some sort of like a attachment or something. So, but yeah, that's all painted black plastic to match the truck. Then we've got the grill up here. The hood valence thing, whatever it is. So that's hood scoop thing. Yeah, that's all painted. And then all the side mirrors right there, you know, those are also painted gloss black. So, and then we also got the handles. So kind of it's kind of more of a two-tone look with this thing. You know, you've got your beautiful wrap right there and the black trim all the way around.
So is this thing sitting, what lift is
So it's got 2.5 inch collar lifts up front and 1.5 inch collar lift in the back from RPG.
Okay.
So that just gives it a very small lift. And the reason we went with that is because we wanted that more aggressive style, because we knew we were gonna put some 39s on this thing, and we wanted to make sure that those clear without any rubbing issues. And the minimum lift we could do was that. So 2.5, not a big lift, but it has a perfect clearance and it looks freaking good.
Right. Moving on to the front of this thing, we've got upgraded headlights in this thing. These are Alpha Rex headlights. We just look super good with that orange coming through there.
Yeah, that orange really matches those Raptor grill lights right there. Ties it all perfectly.
Yep.
And the cool part about these headlights, you guys, they also are changing. So shout out to Alpha Rex. These headlights do also change to white. So there's just a little switch in the back or plugs, and they could actually be white if you decide. And they do a really cool sequential pattern. So when you first start it up, you've got your orange or your white glow kind of that lights up in a sequential pattern. So super cool, super cool.
Really cool. And then upgraded bumper, because I mean, what kind of Raptor is it if you don't have a badass bumper on the front?
This is an ADD off-road bumper. Very high-end bumper, you guys. This thing is built very well, very solid. And you know, being that the new Bronco is a new platform, it is a little bit difficult to get, you know, bumpers, you know, because it's such a new platform. But this is probably the best looking one that we found on the market is this one right here. It has that nice clean look to it that still flows with the rest of the body.
Yeah, a little bit of aggressiveness to it.
And it's still slim, you know, it's very slim where it provides enough clearance for those big wheels to clear, especially when you're turning. And it's got the ADD skid plate in the bottom,
which is nice.
Yeah, protects your undercarriage right there. And that all just ties in very nicely. With this bumper, we've got a 10,000 pound Warn winch, which is sweet, right?
It's not for this thing. This thing is not gonna get stuck. It's all your buddies, you know, in Toyota Tacomas and Jeep Wranglers that are gonna get stuck, and you gotta hand them, land them a hand and pull them out. So we got you.
You got a winch, baby, right there. It's a 10,000 pound winch. It's got the tow hook right there. That high tucks in very cool, very nicely. And it's also operated by a remote. So you could just be out there on the trail and just kind of outside the car with a winch and spooling out or spooling in whenever you need to use it. So,
and of course, a little more light bars.
Yeah, a couple
got some
light
pods
bars
over here for your wide angle and one more up front, looking straight at the road.
So all these light pods are controlled by a switch. You got switches up on the ceiling there that Ford normally has. So those were all wired directly in to make it a nice clean appearance, and you just switch a switch on and lights up your fog lights,
yeah, Ford does a really good job with those auxiliary switches.
Having the auxiliary switches right there, it makes it nice and clean. So let's see what else up front. So we just did pretty much, just added a few, wrap pieces right there. We just decided to wrap that to tie in the rest of the front body together. And man, dude, from the front, dude, this thing just looks sick.
It does. It does.
It's aggressive. The face of the Bronco, I wasn't immediately in love with when it first, looking at it stock.
The stock ones, yeah, especially not the Raptor ones.
Yeah.
They're okay,
But it needs that aggressive look, man, and that's exactly what you get with this Bronco, with this the bumper and kind of the meatiness. It gives it a little bit of meat,
So these Raptors, I think they're 9 inches wider than the standard Broncos.
Okay, that's
which
nice.
Is,
it looks, look at those fender flares, man. It sticks out a little further out, yeah.
Looks dope.
So moving over here, you guys. So obviously the wheels, man. These are freaking 39 BF Goodrich mud terrain wheels right there. These boys are meaty, man.
Oh yeah.
They look good.
Got plenty of sidewall, air them down, go crawl. And these are 17-inch method beadlock wheels, which is really cool because then you can take the tire pressure like 5 PSI and not worry about de-beading and stuff like that. So, I mean, this thing is just perfect.
It's pretty sick. And then we've got 22 rock lights throughout the rest of the vehicle here that basically light up your fender flares and the rest of the body. One could say it's for show, but if you are off-roading during the later hours, it's perfect way to light up the trail or the rocks underneath you. So those are also controlled by a switch up top.
That's right.
So moving back here, and I like the stance of it, man. It's got that a little bit of an offset, nothing crazy, right? But it's I think it's a perfect 39s is a way to go on a Bronco, man. It really fills up those fenders. It kind of not too much space left, which is nice and gives it a good appearance. What you guys would be shocked at, and there's no way for us to show it to you, but how much flex this thing actually has. We had it on the lift when we were doing the lift here and the wheels. The flex is insane. Like this thing just kept lifting. The rear axle just kept going down and down. It was just like, dude.
So this thing has 13 inches of travel.
Wild.
13 inches.
I mean, would you call this like an SUV? Is that what they call it?
I don't know, but you were about to call it a truck. You're like,
I'm going to call it a truck. But I think I would assume it's a SUV. It's not a Jeep, obviously. What
do you call this thing?
Yeah,
what do you call this? A truck?
Utility vehicle? But really nice offset here on the wheels and tires. We've got the ADD rear bumper right there. And I think that looks sweet, man, right?
Yeah, for sure. You got extra pod lights, get you more light going backwards and stuff like that. You got all of your sensors in this bumper. Everything that came on this truck still has all the sensors, all your safety stuff, and it's just perfect.
I love that slim profile, man. It looks really nice, and obviously a full-size spare.
Yep.
There.
Had to include one of these suckers in there.
Yeah, that fit in perfectly.
Because what did they come stock with? Was it
37s?
37s?
So 37s,
Okay. These are 39s.
It's not much bigger of a tire. I mean, it's still a noticeable difference, but it's whenever you're mounting a much bigger tire in the back, you never know if it'll fit. But this actually fit in perfectly. We just had to raise this third brake light a little higher just so you can actually see it, So tinted tail lights And that's about it here in the rear.
Yeah, so a cool thing about this Bronco is pretty much the whole roof comes off.
Which is cool, man.
Doors come off, roof comes off, and I mean, perfect.
That'd be fun
right?
on a trail, right? You're out on the trail having fun.
Your legs sticking out.
Legs sticking out.
Get caught on a rock,
Have a
then
good
your leg is
time.
gone.
That escalated a little quickly there. Hope you have good health insurance. But yeah, you guys, so you can get entered to win this thing, actually. Let's just talk about how you can win this thing.
Yeah.
So we're at Interforce, been doing giveaways for the last 4 years, right? We basically give you an opportunity to take home this truck. Is that where we're going?
Yeah, let's go with the truck.
This truck at 50 grand, you guys. You go on our website, you buy a t-shirt, you buy a hat, anything on our website, gets you automatically entered. And all 34 of our past winners did the same thing. They went to our website, picked something up, and won. So there's also another way.
And then the second way is getting our VIP membership program. What that means is when you get the VIP for $5 a week, you're entered into every single giveaway we do during that month. So this month, this is our 3rd giveaway this month. So
Crazy,
that
dude.
membership just gets you locked in and loaded into every single giveaway with our highest multiplier. So yeah.
Yeah, we've been having a few winners already, probably 6 or 7 winners have been picking up memberships and winning. So that's probably a really cool way. If you don't want to buy anything on the website, like a t-shirt, go get it for $20 a month. You're getting entered into every giveaway, and that $20 could turn you over $150,000.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's a good investment, right?
Yeah. So make sure you get entered. But
What else we got here? Open the back door.
Open it up. Let's see how
All
the
right,
inside
so this
looks.
door opens just like this.
That's nice. It's nice and clean right there. Boom.
The roof opens up, or I guess the glass opens up, and then you got storage here. Underneath here, what have we got? A little more storage. There's
Got
jack.
your jack right there.
Little storage here. Little hook points.
Don't pull on it, you might break it.
It's a Bronco. It should be able to handle anything. So yeah, it's really cool because this whole roof comes off. And if you don't want to pull the whole roof off, so it comes in 3 sections. If we walk around the back. So we have the front section right here that comes off individually in 2 pieces. This section comes off, and then this whole part comes off. It's really cool. And then
Yeah,
the
kind of
doors
opens
come
it
off.
up a little bit, opens up the space, gives you some fresh air to breathe, you know? So let's take you guys on the inside of this thing. You wanna jump in
Let's
there?
do it. Let me open the window so we can get a little more light, because this thing is tinted and not much light comes in here. We care about your privacy and the sun rays, you know, that you're about to hit. All right, I'm gonna just pull one of these off.
Okay.
Boom, boom.
Yeah, that was easy.
So here's one panel. You got 4 points of contact on there. And you got sun coming down. This whole piece comes off in one piece, and the other piece of the passenger side comes off as another piece. But yeah, let's take a look at the inside of this this beast right here. Go ahead, take a look inside.
All right, you guys, so I really like the styling of these Raptors. It's very clean, very meticulously and planned. First of all, starting off with the seats. I mean, you've got your beautiful suede seats right here. It's got that Raptor stitching or logo in here, kind of imprinted in it. Very nice seats, very comfortable bucket seats. Let me get in here and I'll feel it out for you guys. See how the passenger seat feels. Because you'll be sitting right here on the driver's seat, right? So you gotta be comfortable right there, but you know.
So, do you know with the Raptors, you see how we have all this orange accents? It's only available for the Raptors in the orange.
In the orange, that's
the
the only
orange,
color.
yep.
Okay. So yeah, you got your orange right there. You've got your vents right here. It's got a little bit of that rubber piece right here, which is kind of unique. You just don't see it around in other cars. So I'm gonna point out the vent for you guys. That's obviously the smallest detail. But it's got this big old shift knob with a Bronco on it. American flag right there.
Yeah, baby.
That's the way we like it right there. And then you've got your basically Ford the Bronco performance badging all around it. Your window switches are right here in the center console. A little different than you're probably used to on the door panel. So,
Well, if you take the doors off, how are you gonna?
that's facts. They
for,
thought of that.
you know,
so if
the
you
windows.
take the doors off.
You can't roll the windows down while the doors are off.
Yeah, dude. All right. Yeah, we got Wi-Fi windows right there. But yeah, you got your windows right there. You've got all your buttons right here on the top of the console right here to basically do your diff lockers in the front and the rear.
Sway bar disconnect.
Bars, your traction control right there. I wonder what that button is.
That's the sway bar disconnect.
Oh, this is sway bar disconnect.
Yep, I used
then
that.
What's this one?
I was up recording some ads in the mountains.
What's this button do?
That one says
It's like a
wheel fall off.
If the wheel falls off, press this button. So you guys will have to Google that one. Your auxiliary switches are all up top right here. We already got number 2 on. Those are your rock lights, and the rest of them you can play around with and figure out which one turns on which light. But that's really cool. I really like the digital displays on this cluster right here. Very nice, very modern, very clean looking, you know.
Yeah, you can switch to what it shows from performance view to like a regular view. Really cool thing on this thing is you have, you can adjust your exhaust tones with this button, and it makes it a little bit louder. Adjust your suspension from Sport, Comfort, or Baja. Steering wheel right here too, from Sport, Comfort, and Baja.
A lot of capabilities, man.
And then you got the R button, which presets like what you want the R to be. So if you want this thing to be in Baja mode.
The other cool part about this thing is it's got 7 GOAT modes, and Ford calls it GOAT modes, which is all right here. You got a big old switch right here, and with each GOAT mode, which is, you know, basically, well, they got pictures right here. Let me.
Here, if we close the door, you'll probably be able to see.
Yeah, let's show them the picture. So each GOAT mode, it has its own little animation going, which looks freaking sweet on a cluster right there. And that allows you to basically change your driving style for wherever you're at. And it's pretty cool, man. I'm sure GOAT mode seems appropriate for
greatest of all times.
Greatest of all time, man. That's freaking awesome. So you got your 2-wheel drive, which is cool that you can have a 2-wheel drive in this thing. 4 low, 4 high, and 4 auto. So there's your little GOAT switch right there. Let's take a look here. So you got your center console here. Store a few things away right there. And you got a couple bars right here, a bar right there for your passenger, you know, just, you're going crazy, man. These are actually a solid placement, man. You can actually hold yourself together. It's not like some random freaking bar that you can't reach and just doesn't feel solid. So it's a solid layout. You've got your charging cords right, or charging station right there, so you can plug in all your cables. You know, auto or push button start. Yeah, pretty
solid truck.
Solid build, man. Solid build. I'm really proud of Ford for coming through on this.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Dude, I was driving it the other day, and this thing just sweet. It drives so well for being a daily and off-roading. We went off-roading going through snow and rocks and stuff, and this thing just ate it up without an issue. Was super comfortable. I didn't air down the tires or nothing, and it still performed really well. Ari said it was better than his 4Runner too. He said his 4Runner would have not made it.
Ari wouldn't say that. No, it's cool, man. This thing has been a lot of fun to drive, really, and it's very comfortable. I mean, you can see the suspension underneath this thing. It's very capable of anything you throw at it, you know, and that's probably why Bronco has been getting a lot of fans with this new release, man. There's been a lot of people that just especially after driving. I mean, after you're driving it, I can't imagine why you would not fall in love with this thing. Yeah. That's when I fell in love with it after driving it. I can't say I was the biggest fan when I was looking at it visually, but after driving it, I was like, yeah, this thing is sick. We just got to make it look like this. Yeah. That's what we did here, you guys. We built a pretty badass machine. And now it's time to give it away in the next 10 days.
10 days. So yeah, you guys, hope you like this thing. If you can see yourself rocking in this thing, get entered because, I mean, 10 days is gonna fly like this.
So once those 10 days are up, that's the last time to get entered. We're going to be sending all those entries to our third-party sweepstakes agency. That's who we run through. That's the agency that basically makes sure that everything is legal, makes sure that everything's ran legally throughout the nation, and basically randomizes those entries, selects a winner, sends it over to us, and we call them. We call them for the very first time, get their reaction, fly them out here to Denver, Colorado.
Yep.
Hand them over the keys, the title, the check, and have a good day with them, you know?
Yep.
Show them over a little bit around Colorado and let them enjoy their new ride.
That's right. So you guys get entered because literally 10 days is gonna fly by, and if you miss it, you miss it.
That's right.
So, and then thank you to all that support us and been with us for, you know, some time now. We wouldn't be able to do these kind of giveaways without your support. So thank you guys. Much love to you guys, and
Let's go.
Let's
go.
get it.